You comfy?
Good, man.
Cool.
Good, man. Just put this down silent. It doesn't disturb me.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy T, SKO to the day. Mr. Flow So Good.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Skip of my Watch. You guys already know, man. Back with you guys with another YouTube video. For those of y'all that are new to the channel, like I always say, if you like what we do at Tusco DTV, make sure to click that red button, subscribe, also click the bell next to that red button because it makes sure that YouTube will notify you every time we upload a video. Now today, you guys already know about Fate 2. I'm not on my own, okay? Today I got the OG, okay? If you don't know who this man is, you guys gotta sit down and school yourself on SA hip hop, man. You guys need to sit down, take a book, and actually study, you know, who was out here way before, you know, the AKAs, the Nasty C's, and whichever other rapper that, you know, is actually popping right now. I'm with Mr. Selwyn.
Yeah.
Sir, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Welcome to Streets.
Yeah, I was Shai Tagazelo, so let me tell you about mine, aka not an OG but an OP, which is original pioneer.
Yeah.
If it's a G, it's gotta be greatness. I'm gonna hear rap,
Yeah.
pastor of rap, the priest, the apostle.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So
yeah.
nice to be here, man.
Yeah, man. And you know, today I thought it would be cool to actually, you know, sit down with somebody who is, you know, basically knowledgeable on the game, you know, has been in it, you know, has rapped in it, you know, has dropped the albums in it, knows the bars, and knows the whole process of blowing up and becoming successful and so on and so forth. And I thought, you know, it would be cool to have you because, you know, you saw that this week basically Nasty C has been having a pretty big week. You know, he's been out, you know, in New York, basically doing some interviews and basically just promoting his latest album and shooting the music video for King with A$AP Ferg. But you know, he did an interview with Sway, he did an interview on Hot 97, kicked a pretty hot freestyle, right? And the interview with Sway, you know, the words that actually caught me while he was actually doing that interview, because you know Sway basically came out and actually compared him like to the Eminems of the day, to the Jay-Z's, to the Nas's, to the 50 Cents, and basically, and he also actually had a meet with 50 Cent while he was out there.
Wow.
And so it just begs the question that, you know, is he, you know, at that level? Is he like the next Jay-Z? Is he the next Nas in your assessment?
Alright, when you talk about level, let me try to find out what makes you use that word level. Is he on that level? What do you
like?
mean?
I mean, is he? Yeah, you know, like usually when artists come into the game, you already know what position they are more likely to get to in the industry, right? Like when Kendrick came in, for example, we could already tell that this guy is gonna do some great stuff in the industry. You know, when
so you're talking about the anticipation, the potential that is about to unleash, like we perceive him to be that guy. Okay, and I've got a question for you before I answer that. Why do you think Sway would pick up names such as Nas, you know, Jay-Z, 50 Cent?
You know, I've personally always ranked him there. I think I once, I don't know whether I tweeted or I put it on Facebook. I put it on Facebook, like, but I've once said before that for me, Nasty C is on the same level as a Kendrick. I rank him at the same level as a Kendrick, a J. Cole, and you know, all these artists that have managed to basically have their own sound, and you know, I believe he can rap on that level, right? I mean, Nasty C, if you look at the sound, if you look at Eminem came in with his own style of rapping, right? That touched people in a certain way. Drake came in with his own style of rapping that touched people a certain way. Nasty C has come in with his own rapping. He basically took the sound that a Young Thug has and he put bars in that, and he put his own twist to it. Like he has his own, you know, unique way of making music, and when you listen to the music, it makes you feel a certain way. So
you think that's why?
That's why I personally put in there. So I think that's where, you know, Sway is possibly getting it, but I didn't necessarily rank him with the, you know, the Jay-Z's and the OGs, because, you know, I felt like there's a long way to go to get there. But I did rank him with, when you're talking about current artists in the industry, I always felt like He just didn't have the same platform as them, but he's on the same level.
All right. Let me try to clarify something.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when you say level, they will think marketing-wise, financially,
Oh no,
reach,
no.
international reach.
That's what I'm talking about.
and all
Platform.
that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Platform.
But I'm saying that's what people normally will think of when you say levels. And also, I know why Sway said that.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime, there's that one guy.
Yeah.
That just brings refreshment. Whether you want to compare him to a lot of people, there's just something special about him.
Yeah.
You know? And that something special is the genius level.
Yeah.
You know? Why is Nasty C so comfortable? I mean, when you go to Sway comes from an era where there was layers, lyrical assassins.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? He's a Puerto Rican guy. Come on, I cannot forget this guy's name. No.
Big Pun.
He was sort of on Big Pun, but he was more vicious with it.
Trista.
No, man.
Okay.
Don't embarrass yourself.
I don't know.
Anyway, he Sway comes from guys like that. Like your
because that's a big statement. Because I listened to it, I was like, that's a big statement. Yeah.
Guys who are not known. I'm talking about underground. Guys who are not. It was not even commercial.
Yeah.
Meaning a guy in France has to be a hip hop, rap loving guy to know this guy. Juice. I'm talking about your Juice. Talking about a guy used to do dope freestyles and even record albums without writing any lyric. Craig G, geniuses, you know. So he comes from that era, Sway, and then people like Jay-Z didn't even go to Sway. In fact, I don't even think Jay-Z has set foot on a show at Sway.
Yeah.
Not because he was not on a level of lyricism.
No, he has. I've seen an interview.
Is it?
Yeah,
it must be the recent one. No, where he's rapping, doing raps.
Yeah.
Throwing
when
beats.
he was beefing with Nas.
Yeah, no, that was like Mars.
It wasn't
during that era.
It wasn't Sway like.
I'm talking about Sway, technically.
But
Sway.
It was Sway, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe an era that commercial artists who really were able to be successful. Jay-Z's story is different.
Yeah.
And that's why he's comparing it to them. There were guys who were like lyrical assassins, and they also come to that show to really harness your skills, and you were scared to even be in the same room with these guys. That's where Sway comes from. But then in the industry, there was a guy who came, 50 Cent, when he came, you just knew, this guy's gonna give us something that has never been given. Why? He had this attitude that was refreshing. He had this attitude that I don't care what the next man think. And we could relate that. In fact, Eazy-E used to have that attitude, and there was a gap. No one filled that space until 50 came.
Yeah.
When M came, not only is he white, who can do incredible things with lyrics, he filled that gap after 50.
Yeah.
And he's not representing the West Coast. He's from Detroit.
Yeah. After Dr. Dre.
Yeah, you know. But Dr. Dre is NWA. It's the same thing as Eazy-E. He comes from that. So what I'm saying, there was, when you looked at that guy, including Snoop, you just knew, like, yo. You know, we heard Snoop from 187, which was a song that he did with Dr. Dre. Yeah. And then Nas came. There was Rakim. There was a gap. There was Rakim, then quiet. Then there was Nas. And then during that period, there was also Naughty by Nature. There were people who, when they came, they just had something special about that. And that is what Nasty C is bringing. Not even J. Cole has that. J. Cole is just an average guy. He just bridges in. He's perceived to be like that because at the state of hip-hop right now, there's nothing else that really pushes the bar. That's why you would quote Kendrick and J. Cole. But remove J. Cole and you put your Wu-Tangs and all this stuff, he would have been just that guy, that average guy, like the hieroglyphics compared to Farside. You know, they had a similar style and excuse me, and all that. But there's something special about Nasty.
Yeah.
Even in this country, there's no one whom he in fact, he reminds me of two guys. There's Proverb and Pro Kid.
Yeah.
When Proverb came out the first time, you just were blown away to say, what more can this guy give me?
Yeah.
And then there was Pro Kid, and you said, what more can this guy give me? Like his first album, is he gonna do it again? Then he does it again. Is he gonna do it again? Then he do it again. Cause they had this thing.
Yeah, but so you're basically saying that Sway is right.
Yeah, he is
Sway
right.
is right. Nasty
Yeah.
is like okay. I mean,
Oh, and another point I wanted to make. How do you see if someone gets on these levels? There's a similarities that they share. Let me make examples. Cannabis, when he came out, in a short span of time, I was working with everyone, and everyone was saying the same thing. This dude is a beast.
Yeah.
This is the next. This is the next.
Yeah.
And then there was Papoose.
Yeah.
He got next.
Yeah.
Then there was Nas. He got next.
Yeah.
Then there was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He also, in a short span of time, you start working with guys who are like big at the time. You're a new kid on the block. And in a short span of time, everybody's saying the same thing about you. Same thing happened with Nasty here. In a short span of time, he was working with big names.
And I think that's what's going to happen to him in the States. With
With international. Yeah.
I think it's
So that's how you know someone got something special. Yeah.
I personally can say that for now. I don't know whether, I'll say he's the next Jay-Z or what, but for now, I can tell you.
Why can't you say he's the next Jay-Z?
I can tell you that he's the
why
next.
Why can't you say he's the next
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z?
The next big thing to come out.
I know why you're saying he's not the next Jay-Z. He's not the billionaire rapper.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Because he does have some idea. I see the potential there. He does have. He had this interview with Slicker the other time, and I was talking about he has these inventions that he's planning on putting out at some point. So it's a possibility that he's going to get there. But at this point, what I can say is, for me, he's the next big thing to come out of South Africa. So what we've been seeing with the Trevor Noahs of the day, what we've been seeing with the with the Black Coffees of the day, that's where I see him at this point. Now, whether he'll become a Jay-Z or not, I think he definitely has the potential.
He will become Nasty C. He will not even become Jay-Z.
I mean, not Jay-Z, but I mean, like, at that level, like, with the 50 cents and all of that, I think is good enough. But I'll wait a bit. But yeah.
No, don't wait, man. Let's have one of you guys that will push the calendar.
I mean, Nasty C is so intelligent.
Hold on. That it is not Sway that gives him such a high compliment. Let it be you that was the one to give him that compliment.
Okay.
That's how it should be, because we know Kid got next. I mean, to me.
Okay, it's facts. Okay, let me. Now I know what you say. It's facts. It's just that I'm usually very skeptical to say things too quick, but I agree with you in that sense, Uguti. I agree. I get where Sway is coming from, and I've always said it. Like when he first came out, I said this. I was like, this guy is at the same level as like the Kendricks and everybody else, but
he excites you. Doesn't he excite you?
He doesn't have the platform. I said that he doesn't have the same platform as them, but if he gets the same platform as them, he's just as good as them. You get what I'm saying?
Does a platform determine how good you are?
No, but you see, platform matters because people, for example, some people are upset at me for saying that because they look at platform. They look at, but Kendrick sells 1 million copies, right? Nasty C hasn't sold 1 million copies, and that's the thing I was saying. I was like, it's cause of platform. That's the thing of he's on the biggest radio stations, on the biggest TV stations. When he drops something, he's on a record label that can, expand the thing worldwide.
Do you think he can sell 1 million records?
Nasty C,
yeah,
definitely. Like if he gets the right platform, definitely he can do it. I mean, like his sound transcends. It transcends across every culture. Like everybody listens to Young Thug. That's like pop culture, like that track.
Do you know what fascinates?
And people diss them, right?
Yeah.
They diss people that do that kind of sound. But Nasty C took that same mumble rap sound, put bars in it, and all of a sudden, you as an OG are listening to it, and you're like, I like this. But
it's not because of the sound. It is because of him.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, but if today I play you Lil Yachty's song, you're probably gonna be like, this is trash. You
There's
get
some
what I'm
songs
saying?
that I like the rap on those songs, but I hate the beat. Like the sound is just messing it up for me, because the delivery, the intelligence, the
But that's what I'm saying.
beauty,
also,
marriage of this excellence and the weakness of this beat just don't merge.
And also,
Nice.
that, like, his intelligence with the line. That's also why I would rank it. So I do rank him in terms of skill. I do rank him with it.
But
In fact,
yes,
I might even say he's better than some of the
does he
rappers
excite you?
mentioned. Definitely. I mean,
Do you know how many times you will say that? And I know you argue a lot,
Yeah.
or you have a lot to say. Let me put it that way. That it's not easy for you to be excited about an MC or a rapper.
I've always been, bro. Like, I remember when he first came out, I think I heard a song. He remixed Casper's song. I just heard that remix, and I was like, damn it, this guy is up next. And within 3 months.
And here's another thing that
He was
Dr. Dre had put as what made your Eminems, I'm talking about now, big selling artists with those big platforms and all that stuff, that if a guy can rap and make a hook himself, then there's something even greater about the guy. Not just the raps, but you can even make a melody or make a hook, a chorus be catchy. Because if you look at it, Eminem does have catchy hooks. 50 Cent has catchy hooks. Kendrick has catchy hooks. And it's a formula. And I think Nasty has that formula as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I think we agreed on that.
Yeah.
I think we agreed on that.
So Nasty, man.
So you guys let me know in the comment section. You know, let us know. Do you guys think that Nasty C, you know, in Sway's words, you know, is the next Jay-Z, the next
and don't talk about
Nas,
stats.
Nah, you know.
Don't talk about stats here, talking about platforms and all that stuff, about whether he's gonna sell big or he's big internationally. I'm talking about Jay-Z on stage, Nasty on stage. And Jay-Z spits his freestyles in front of 50,000 people, and then Nasty comes and he does his. Let's see who's gonna scream for more.
And his lines are clever. Like,
Yeah. I think people
I was listening to that freestyle and he was like, what is it? It's like,
I think he would let Jay-Z on stage shut up.
It's like, in my garage is a demon, and in my room is an angel. Like, when you think about it, like, he's got these clever, simple lines that you like, when you think about them, you're like, oh, this is intelligent.
Yeah.
There was this one line he said on Sway, he said, I think I'm a pedophile.
Yeah.
My music is touching all the kids. I was like, oh, you know, it's too much. It's too dope. But yeah, leave us your comments, man. Make sure to also subscribe. Click on the bell next to that red button. Now wait, Emma Billy. I know you wanna go, but click that red button and subscribe and put some respect on a younger name, man.